Welcome back to the Curiosity Cave. This will be episode 13, I believe. And we'll be going through some of the M's, Willie Mays through Don Mueller. And we'll start off with Willie. So you can see there's 6 different Willies right here out of possibly 8 or 9 different. It's not confirmed how many there are for sure yet. I guess on most of these cards, nothing is ever really confirmed. So it could be another variation pop up. So we'll start with the one on the left here. 1952 gray Willie Mays. The one on the left against the wall. That's got a little bit of tape on it, but I have the card. It was printed in 53 through 57, as opposed to the black and white the black and white was only printed in 1952. And they both have printed in USA on the bottom. Are made in USA, because the one in the middle of Willie batting, that says printed in the USA on the bottom. So that means that one is from 1958. And the first portrait one, that is a blank back, and that was printed in 1960. And the one next to it, the portrait next to it, this is the 1962 redback version. So I still need the black printed stat back version. And this one kind of has a brownish tint to it. It's a 63 red stat back. And of course you can see Willie was one of the all-time greats. I always thought he was one of the best players ever when I saw him play as a young child. And I'm just lucky to have 6 of them. Next up, we have perennial Gold Glover from the Pittsburgh Pirates, Bill Mazeroski. The card on the left is a portrait version, and this one is black and white, printed in USA. And that was printed in 1960, the year that he hit the famous home run against the Yankees to win the World Series, a walk-off over Yogi Berra's head. And speaking with John Blanchard at the Roger Maris golf tournament, he takes credit for calling the wrong pitch. And if you ask him what pitch he called, he'll tell you he called the wrong pitch. Rest in peace, Mr. Blanchard. The card in the middle is, I believe it's the 63 stat back. He only has one stat back, and that's 63. And of course, that was printed in 63. And his only other batting pose was printed in 64, 65, and 66. Blank back. Ken McBride, 3-time All-Star in a 7-year career with the then Los Angeles Angels. The name changed several times over the years. California, Anaheim. And he had 2 cards, and these are both versions. This is a 63 stat pack. And this one is a blank back that was printed in 64, 65, and 66. Ken McBride. Barney Mazeroski. This is an interesting one. These are the two versions of Barney's card. The first one, they spelled his name wrong. They spelled it McCaskey. And then they corrected it to Mazeroski. So, and these were both printed in 1948. And Barney actually has a .312 lifetime batting average, which is pretty good. He had a short career, though, 11 years. And he did lead the league in hits and triples, 200 hits and 19 triples in 1940, which is pretty decent. But just having a lifetime average over 300 is pretty cool for a baseball player. Lindy McDaniel, one of the original relief pitchers back in the 50s and 60s. He did lead the league in saves 3 times. I think he finished with 174 saves total. He was in the third in the Cy Young vote in 1960 with a 12-4 record, and 5th in the MVP. The card on the left is printed in 58, 59, and 61. Interesting part about that is you can see the red from the cello wrappers. Exhibits not only came in vending machines, but they also came in cello packs. I've had a few of them in the past, and if you look up on Facebook, you'll see some people that are breaking cello packs from 5 to a dozen years ago. And get to the card on it. This is from 1960. It's the black and white version. It's really difficult to see the difference in these, but you can tell the print is brown on the bottom one and it's black on the top one. Gil McDougall, New York Yankees All-Star, I believe it was 5 times. Rookie of the Year in 1951. He has 5 different variations. I have 4 of them here. The one on the left is from it's printed in 53 through 57. The next one on the right, you can see here, it switched to printed in USA. Suppose this one was made in USA. And later it shifted to, see where it's under his heel? There it's a little bit shifted right. So this one, where it's still under his heel, was printed in 1958. And then the tan one on the far right, where it's shifted right, that's printed in 1959 and 61. And the tan one in the far back was only printed in 1960. This one is kind of an odd addition to the set. It was printed in 1948. Albert Mealy. And he only played 6 games in 1930, was it 7, I believe? So, I mean, he didn't have any all-star appearances or any great statistics, but he is one of the tougher cards to find, and only printed 1 year, 1948. Sam Mealy. He played a few more years than Albert Mealy. I'm not sure if they're related. I need to look that up, I suppose. But this card was printed between 54, 55, and 56. And you can see his printed in USA is all caps instead of just the P. And he's famous in these parts by Minnesota because he replaced Cookie Lavagetto halfway through the year as the Twins manager. And in 1965, he was the manager when they went to the World Series and lost to the Dodgers in 7 games. Mini Minoso, hobby favorite. He has 20 years in the books. That includes a couple games in 70s, a couple games in the 80s. But he did lead the league in stolen bases 3 times, led the league in triples 4 times, American League that is, and he's in the Baseball Hall of Fame. And the card on the left is the oldest one, printed 51 and then again in 53 through 58. The card in the middle is the black and white, which was printed in 1952. And then the one on the right is from 1959 or 61. Shows a nice portrait of Minnie Minoso. Dale Mitchell. One of the reasons the Cleveland Indians won the World Series in 1948. He also hit 23 triples one season. .312 lifetime batting average. Short career, so might make Christopher Missouri's just outside. Just a little bit outside. In the cards we have here, he has 2 different cards, and here they are. The one on the left was printed in 49 through 51 and 53 through 56. And they both have an exhibit card on the left side. And the one on the right is the black and white from 1952. And just, I haven't mentioned it maybe in this episode, but 1952, they were printed in black and white instead of the tan background. Wally Moon, Rookie of the Year for the Cardinals in 1954. He was also a Gold Glove recipient, and he helped the Dodgers to a couple pennants there in around 1960. Getting a ring for the 59 and the 65 World Series for the Los Angeles Dodgers. And he has 6 different cards. I have 4 of them. One on the left is black and white from 1960, followed by the black stat back from 1962, the red stat back from 62, and the 1963, which is always red. And last in this episode, Don Mueller, 2-time All-Star with the New York Giants. He had a stellar year in 1954, batted .342, second behind teammate Willie Mays. And he batted .389 in the World Series that the Giants won over the Cleveland Indians. He's also part of the fiasco in the 1951 playoff game where Bobby Thompson hit the famous home run. He sprained his ankle sliding into third and was replaced with a pinch runner, Cliff Hartung, and carried off the field on a stretcher. And soon enough, Bobby Thompson hit the home run. So it's kind of bittersweet for Mueller. But he had 212 hits in 1954 too. That's pretty good year, if I do say so. But Don Mueller, he is the right fielder also when Willie Mays made his fantastic catch in the 54 World Series. Thank you all for watching. Not sure, I might take a break from these for a month or so and maybe get to episode 13 and once we get into the summer a little bit. So I'm going to be going to a few shows. Got the Minnesota show coming up this weekend, 450 tables, and then probably head to the May Dallas show. And I will be setting up at Uncle Rich's show in Frisco at the end of May, Memorial Weekend. So hope everybody has a great week, and thank you for watching.